In charge of finding a spot for Adam's mobile kitchen, Katie championed a football pitch.
If we don't get football tomorrow, we've lost. You'd be a fool not to go for football. I just think you can sell anything when you've got that many people walking past you.
But on match day,
can we get your meatballs now, guys?
their pricey pasta
$5.99.
proved a flop with the fans.
Meatballs and pasta now. Come and try some here. Pre-match meatballs now, boys. Get yourself something to eat before the match.
Calling in, Katie pushed for bigger profits.
Hello?
Just a quick one, mate.
Katie believes you should be going at a much higher price, Adam, $7.99.
I'll stop you there, right? There's cafes around here doing full brekkies for $2.99.
We'll get our heads kicked in if you try for that.
On the bus, everybody!
With sales stalling, Katie's next tactic was to target tourists.
Listen, guys.
Right, hello everybody. My name's Katie, and before I get started, I've got to ask, what food do you think I might be bringing to you?
Pizza.
No, actually, you need to think outside the pizza box on this one. It's actually meatballs. So I can't tempt you with any meatballs?
No, moment. Oh, that's a no, OK.
It was quite obvious that Adam and Katie were culpable for the failure of the task. Right, I see this as two problems here. One is you can't sell, and two, you're just on this cheap thing, thinking that you're going to make a load of money. I've had some pictures shown to me, right, of these meatballs, and I've got to tell you, I've seen things like that at the zoo in the elephant pen on the floor. Even though on the face of it, as the project manager, people might think Adam's responsible. Katie came up with some ridiculous ideas. Katie, you chose the football ground.
I go to football games, it's £6 a burger. I thought that...
£6 a burger, where do you go, Chelsea? You're not getting it, are you? Katie, you're fired. I forgave Adam. You got away with it, you know, on the borderline here, OK?
I understand that, Lord Sugar.
Because he's a hard-working, good salesman, and he wants to learn by his mistakes. I felt that he should remain in the process. Off to the house, see you on the next task.
Thank you, Lord Sugar. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Nick.
After Edinburgh, Essex, and a wholesale warehouse.
Now, this is one of my favourite tasks. I gave them £150 each, loads of stuff to choose from.
Vibrating novelty toys.
And I gave them a van. That's it. It replicates how I started my business.
Guys, this is the tan. Should we give it a little go? It certainly is instant. Essex do love tan.
And obviously, being in the beauty, I'll be great at selling this stuff.
With just one day to trade,
we've got some domestic items to sell to you. Excuse the feedback.
the teams set about sweet-talking the locals.
Have you got a bad back, Stephen?
Unbelievable, Ricky, to be honest, mate.
So your back is hurting?
Killing me.
I've got a cure for that back.
All right.
Shout out a number. Not your phone numbers, girls. A price.
Some hair clippers, some beard trimmers. Right?
I've got the extractable, extendable, blue super mop.
You must have a friend that has a beard.
No.
During the course of a business day, it is important to actually keep an eye on your stocks and see what is selling.
It's very, very natural. Selling these at £10 each or 2 for 16.
Here you go, madam. Thanks very much.
Cheers.
And that's what I'm called smell what sells. You keep your eyes on what's going.
What are your thoughts on tan?
As much money as we can, straight into tan.
They want that tan as soon as they can.
A runaway hit for Jade's team, toy insects.
£3 each or 3 for £8.
Jade bought these little bugs and we're getting a massive margin for them.
How much are they?
They are £3 or they're 3 for 8. Great, OK.
What I'm smelling right now is bugs. They're going like hotcakes. We're buying them at like 60p each, and we're selling them for like, you know, between £2 to £3.
Okay.
To me, I would have said, wow, this margin is brilliant, and look at the people are buying so many of them. I'm going to throw all my effort into this. Go back to the warehouse and buy as many bugs as you can get. She didn't do that.
Just to let you know what we've got 21 MP3 players.
Project manager Jade bought a bit of everything.
10 of the fake tan, 10 of the hot water
Bottles, and we've got 15 chargers.
I think it's good to have a few different things at the store, because if they don't like insects, you could sell them the other thing.
But teammate Azar was after just one thing.
Sorry, very, very quickly, Jay, just run through me the strategy again.
From a strategy perspective,
That's a bit of a risky strategy.
I just wanted to clarify the strategy.
What's our strategy now?
How many times does he want us to run him through the strategy?
without strategy, you know, you're running blind into the dark.
It's so annoying. Anyway.
I think from a strategic perspective, you know, my views were slightly overheard.
Even in the boardroom, he failed to make his point.
Bizarre, just kept butting in on the phone and wanting to speak to me about strategy all the time, but no solutions. I don't know. You've got like a big long sentence that you say, and it's just about.
Every time I spoke to you,
you,
let's see how it goes. That was your answer to every question. Let's see how it goes.
On all of the tasks, strategy is very important. But if he can't communicate properly with his team, then he's not going to be able to communicate with me.
At the end of the day, it's about being able to communicate with people, being able to present yourself in a good way, being able to get on with people around you, which is really important in any business aspect. And I think that's traits that I have, which I don't think that you do.
Jade, I think she spoke up quite well for herself.
I tried coming up with so many solutions. I got to the end of my
What
tether.
were your solutions?
I was just saying, what is our strategy?
They came after everything.
As our nice enough fella, but who wants to go into business with someone that no one wants to listen to? Certainly not me. As our, you're fired.
Thank you, Mr.
Next, from the art of selling on the streets to selling street art.
That guy up there, his teeth are coming out.
What they had to do here was to come completely out of their comfort zone.
I think we are looking quite corporate. I don't mind, it's professional.
I think we should take off our ties.
Run that past Gabby.
Yeah.
Pure?
I am the artist known
Evil?
as Pure Evil, yeah.
First, the teams had to compete for the best works to sell.
I love
That's what you're saying, exactly.
I really love this.
Now, this is a very, very difficult science because this is not a kind of bang your hands on the table, hard-nosed kind of commercial transaction.
Leading the losing team, urban art enthusiast Tom.
Myself, I'm a big fan of, obviously, Space Invader from France. I think it's absolutely excellent. So when you went to California, who did you kind of take inspiration from? Because obviously you have people like Shepard Fairey over on the obviously west coast with his Andre the Giant and Nia Bay, which obviously become huge, and that's absolutely mammoth.
And here's a classic example of trying to be a bit too clever. Tom may have had a little limited knowledge of art, but he tried to put across to this fella that he was an expert.
Hello, is that Pure Evil?
Yes, it is.
But Tom's top choice had been put off by his boasting.
I'm just giving you a call, really, just to see what your thoughts are on, you know, exhibiting with us.
Well, I think I'm going to go with Sterling.
Not happy at all. At the end of the day, like, having expertise, having knowledge, having rapport with people obviously counts for nothing, which doesn't make any sense to me. I actually think he's mental for going with them.
So this is my latest piece. I'm very proud of a horror.
That's it, you said.
Plan B for Tom's team, go big.
Cool, look at that.
When Tom lost Pure Evil and he went for those giant-sized pieces of art,
Yeah.
they were also quite expensive. So there was a risk there.
It creates quite a striking impact, and you've got a nice space behind your office desk.
In their office, yeah.
Not a bad idea to take the risk on high value, but a bad idea to mix it with giant size because you were really narrowing down the opportunities of who you're going to sell it to.
Which one do you want, sweetheart?
The bottom one.
The bottom one.
While seasoned salesman Adam racked up returns,
You want one of those? Yes, please. Yeah. No problem.
the art of selling turned out to be a struggle for Laura.
Well, if you need anything or if you think you want to go ahead with the purchase, I'll just be in the area. Just grab me again, OK? Don't bother, I'll let you have a wee think about it.
In complete contrast to Adam, there's Laura.
How are you doing?
She's got her own wedding dress business, one where you have to understand what the customer's requirement is, one where you have to mould yourself to get in the deal.
How are you getting on? You enjoying it, yeah? Yes, thank you. Good, good stuff.
Well, she didn't sell much on this task at all.
It's very different sales. You have a chat, sort of test the water, let them have a look around. Before you know it, Adam's on them.
You're going to get me shot, you lot. You're going to get me shot. I've agreed it. 65. Yeah, I've agreed it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, deal. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
In the boardroom, Tom's high-risk strategy got him into deep trouble.
If we sell one of his items for £8,000 or £10,000, that's the aim of our evening, to sell one of those pieces, and if we do, we're going to more than likely win this.
You took a gamble. I think you said you rolled the dice on it.
I did, yeah.
But Laura's low sales looked bad.
You only sold 750 quid's worth.
I can't really pinpoint what went wrong. All I can say
Maybe
was...
you're just not a good salesperson.
I would honestly like to say that that is the wrong judgment.
The fact she claims to be a great salesperson led me to believe that she did nothing good on this task at all.
It'd be an absolute travesty if I was to go home today.
You're
and
a
I can
great
put my hands
talker.
up about last
You are a great
night.
talker. I tell you what, if there was a prize for talking, and I don't know whether it's talking too late, you know, really.
Well, I hope not.
You know, you run out of excuses in the end when you can't do what you claim you're best at doing. I'm not totally convinced that you should remain in the process. So, Laura, you're fired.
Take care.
Tom stayed because I like the fact that he likes to have a gamble and go for it sometimes. I think he learned on this occasion, when you're having a gamble, make sure that you're not making the bet too hard for yourself.
The following week, keen to redeem himself, Tom became project manager.
On this particular task, what I wanted them to do was to generate interest on behalf of the English sparkling wine producers.
Little mouthful, swish it round.
Tom's team took in the spirit of the product.
We've really got to grips with the English wine sparkling... Sorry. Really got to grips with English wine sparkling.
What else can we say when we're discussing English sparkling wine?
Ricky took in the message.
Really, the emphasis is on quality, quality, quality.
Yeah.
And that is the key.
And the rest of his team took liberties with the language.
And grandeur is the bottleneck.
One of Stephen's few contributions was the word grandeur as a generic name for English sparkling wines. It's a French word.
On the video shoot,
Grandeur, is that how you pronounce
Grandeur.
it? Grandeur.
Ricky's quality message got lost in translation.
You're going to be like, what is this? This is not my English sparkling wine I ordered. It's like in disgust. Yeah.
Ricky put Jenna in charge of directing the video.
And action.
What she produced was total rubbish.
What is this? Darling, this isn't the English sparkling wine that I ordered.
It was diabolical, absolutely diabolical.
Darling! Darling, get him!
Okay, waiter!
I
think we do exactly the same thing, but you can clink the glasses to each other. Sure.
Stephen, he's quite an intelligent person, and he was standing there watching this ridiculous video being made.
Less fizz and more sparkle.
Cheers! Cheers!
Great.
Very good.
That's
I'm happy with that.
To judge the campaign, Lord Sugar called in experts from the world of wine.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ricky Martin, and our vision is to ultimately make people aware that English sparkling wine is a quality product. We want that message to be crystal clear to people.
To be fair to Ricky, he was doing great until he pressed the button and played the video.
What I'd like to do is just take you onto our homepage, and there'll be a 30-second video which will pull up immediately. So I'll let you have a look at that, and then I'll start talking again.
Oh, that's horrible. This isn't the English sparkling wine that I ordered. Darling!
She obviously needs English sparkling wine, oozing luxury with every pore.
They couldn't believe it, right? They could not believe it at all.
Do you think you could go and find a champagne website which would portray itself in that way?
The movie was a flop. Its director and her assistant were forced to face the boss.
This video was going to be either love it or hate it. I've took risk in business. I'm a risk taker. I took it and I made a mistake.
I know you're out there to try and impress me, and I also know I might remind you of Sid James, but I didn't tell you to make a carry-on boozing movie. I mean, I was expecting any one moment in there Kenneth Williams to pop in and, you know, and say, oh, maitre d', you know, where's my grandeur gone? Someone's nicked my grandeur. I mean, it is a total... I don't know what you were thinking.
Under fire, Stephen ducked and dived.
Lordship, I'm guessing, you know, in terms of the process here, we have people who actually have an input and actually who make decisions. Yeah, OK, you know what, you've maybe had a bad day at the office there, you've made a mistake, and then you have people who don't make any decisions at all or have no input.
Stephen showed me a side of him which I was starting to dislike. He came across as a little bit slippery. He was quite good at pointing out that it wasn't his fault, it was someone else's.